In the sacred texts of both the Bible and the Quran, there is an account of a righteous man named Lot. Lot's story is mentioned in the book of Genesis in the Bible and is also a significant narrative in the Quran. He was the nephew of the noble and revered prophet Abraham, known for his unwavering faith in God. Lot holds a unique place in the story of Prophet Abraham as one of the earliest believers in Abraham's message. He was the second person to believe Abraham. Lot, growing up in a society immersed in idolatry and polytheism, was exposed to various false gods worshipped by his community. However, deep within his heart, he felt a longing for something greater, a belief in the existence of a higher power beyond these man-made idols. In the midst of his search for truth, Lot found solace in the teachings of his uncle, the revered prophet Abraham. Abraham was known for his unwavering faith in the one true God, and his devotion deeply resonated with Lot. As Lot spent time with Abraham, he witnessed firsthand the steadfastness and sincerity with which his uncle worshipped the Almighty. Abraham's unwavering belief in God's oneness and his courage to challenge the prevalent idolatrous practices of their society left a profound impact on Lot's heart. Abraham, recognizing Lot's spiritual inclination, engaged in heartfelt conversations with his nephew, sharing the divine revelations he received. He expounded on the concept of monotheism, teaching Lot about the attributes of God, his mercy, and his expectations from humanity. Lot, intrigued by the teachings of monotheism and deeply inspired by his uncle's character, began to question the validity of idol worship. He reflected upon the futility of bowing down before lifeless statues and yearned for a deeper connection with the Creator. Over time, Lot's conviction in the message of monotheism grew stronger. He pondered the signs of God's existence in the natural world, marveling at the beauty of creation and recognizing the intricate design that pointed to a divine Creator. Through his interactions with Abraham and his own personal contemplation, Lot's heart was illuminated with the light of faith. He recognized that the path to righteousness lay in embracing the oneness of God and adhering to his commandments. Lot became a devoted follower of Abraham's message, embracing the belief in the one true God and the responsibility to guide others towards monotheism. He stood alongside Abraham, supporting him in his mission to call people away from idolatry and towards the worship of God alone. The bond between Abraham and Lot grew stronger as they shared the same conviction and zeal for spreading the truth. Lot's unwavering faith in Abraham's prophethood and his commitment to the message of monotheism played a pivotal role in the propagation of righteousness in their community. As the story unfolds, Lot's own journey as a prophet and the challenges he faced in calling his people away from their immoral practices and towards God form a significant part of his narrative. Here's a detailed account of Lot's story with his people, their sins, his mission, the consequences they faced, and the lessons we can learn from them. Lot, a righteous prophet, was sent by God to the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, who had strayed far from the path of righteousness. The inhabitants of these cities had indulged in grave sins and moral corruption, transgressing the limits set by God. Their sins included 1. Homosexuality and sexual perversion. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah openly engaged in homosexuality and other forms of sexual deviancy, forsaking the natural order established by God. 2. Injustice and oppression. The society was plagued by injustice and oppression, where the powerful exploited and mistreated the weak, disregarding the rights and dignity of others. 3. Idolatry and polytheism. Despite being aware of the existence of God, the people worshipped idols and failed to acknowledge the oneness of the Creator. 4. Rejection of prophetic guidance. They rejected the message of Lot and disregarded his call to abandon their sinful ways and worship God alone. Lot, chosen by God as a guide and warner, preached to his people with utmost sincerity and compassion. He called them to abandon their immoral practices and return to the worship of the one true God. Lot emphasized the importance of righteousness, justice, and adherence to God's commandments. Despite Lot's persistent efforts, the people obstinately refused to heed his message. They mocked him, ridiculed his words, and persisted in their sinful behavior. Their hearts had become hardened, and they showed no signs of remorse or willingness to change their ways. As a consequence of their persistent disobedience and refusal to reform, God decreed their punishment. He sent a catastrophic punishment upon the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, which manifested as a severe earthquake accompanied by a rain of stones, inflicting destruction upon the cities and its inhabitants. The punishment was a clear divine warning and a lesson for future generations. It demonstrated the consequences of persisting in sin, rejecting the guidance of prophets, and indulging in immoral behavior. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a powerful reminder of God's justice and his intolerance for societies that indulge in wickedness and transgression. From this story, our generation can learn several lessons. 1. Upholding moral values. The story of Lot emphasizes the importance of adhering to moral values and righteousness in society. It serves as a reminder to steer clear of immorality and to strive for moral excellence. 2. Guiding others with patience and compassion. Lot's efforts to guide his people demonstrate the importance of patience, compassion, and perseverance in inviting others to the path of righteousness. It teaches us to convey the message of truth with wisdom, empathy, and a genuine concern for the well-being of others. 3. Resisting peer pressure. Lot's unwavering faith and commitment to God's commandments teach us the significance of standing firm in our beliefs, even in the face of societal pressures and moral degradation. 4. The consequences of immorality. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah highlights the grave consequences of indulging in immoral behavior and deviating from the natural order established by God. It serves as a reminder of the divine justice that awaits those who persist in sinful acts. 5. The power of repentance. The story also reminds us of the importance of repentance and seeking God's forgiveness. It teaches us that even in the face of severe punishment, sincere repentance can lead to redemption and salvation. Overall, the story of Lot and his people is a profound reminder of the consequences of transgressing God's limits, the importance of upholding moral values, and the need to remain steadfast in the face of societal corruption. It underscores the significance of obedience to God's commandments and the rewards that lie in following the guidance of his chosen messengers.